Hey, good evening. I'm really happy to have you here. My name is Daniel. I was a professional opera singer and beatboxer, and tonight we're going to be listening to Seven Nation Army by Postmodern Jukebox, sung by Reinhart, one of them. So I've heard the aesthetic of Postmodern Jukebox before, but it's been so long. I just remember it being a really chill, groovy kind of vibe. I don't even remember the song that I listened to, but I really dig the 20s and 30s vintage style of music. Like whenever I go to Disney's California Adventure, I love listening to that Five and Dime group. I really dig big band, swing dancing kind of music. I think it's a very underrated genre of music, and I really dig this tune, Seven Nation Army. The best cover of this tune that I've heard is by Jesse Kinch, who I first heard perform it on a show that only ran for one season called Rising Star, and he just completely dominated the competition. Incredible rock vocalist. But anyway, I love this tune. This song was recommended to me, especially by Postmodern, so I'm really excited to jump into it. I have no idea what to expect, and I hope you guys are excited as well. So without any further delay, let's just jump into it. Ooh, this groove.
I'm gonna fight 'em all. A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind.
Yeah!
And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget.
Oh, I got chills, man. I love this.
Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette.
Oh, those trills.
And the message coming from my eyes. Leave it alone.
Oh, she's so good in this style.
Don't wanna hear about it.
Oh, this band.
Every single one's got a story to tell.
Woo!
Everyone knows about it. Yeah, from the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And I catch you coming from my way. I'm gonna to you. And that ain't what you wanna hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my blood says find a home.
Ah, this groove, dude. Beautiful scatting. Oh my gosh, dude. That bone playing. And the mute just adds so much.
Far from this arbor forevermore. I'm gonna work the straw.
Oh, dude, her voice cracks so well done.
Make the sweat drip out of every pore. And I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding right before my Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me, and I will sing no more.
Ah, yeah, dude.
And the stains coming from my blood.
Ah! Oh, so good. Oh, chills, dude. The entire band's charisma, a million, especially the lead vocalist. It just felt like the entire song was just an aphrodisiac, just a constant use of seduction. Just the absolute precision and skill to sing in that style, having total vocal control, having that raspiness right in the middle of the pitch as well, like for kind of thing, where you just add that grit into a sound. I'm not very good at it, but I hope you get the idea. Or you get your call, playing in your passaggio a little bit, or that break in your voice. And just the drag they had, but without losing the beat, without modifying the tempo past what it was structured at the beginning, and just having this very slow drag in the music. You just get to absorb every moment of the music. It was so amazing, dude. They nailed this genre of music. I love the music of the 20s and 30s so much, and just the fact that they really did Postmodern Jukebox, the title, justice. Just, it is postmodern of this style of music in this modern tune, or relatively modern. Seven Nation Army's a little old, but it's just, they did such an amazing job with it. Such an amazing job. I absolutely loved this. Let's just jump into the analysis so I can hear this again. Such a chill groove on that double bass. And just having that very gentle taper combined with a slide. Both of those things are tantamount to each other. I'm gonna find your love. Having both of those work hand in hand together in that taper out, slide down, it just really gives you that kind of seductive feel. Oh, it's so sexy.
A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back.
Couldn't hold me back. Oh, dude. It's just having those gentle growths and resets add so much ambiance and texture. And you'd see this visibly on her face as well, with her very relaxed eyes, very relaxed facial expression. Her body expression as well is so relaxed, and it's just very gently beating to the music. And it just adds that charisma, that appeal. Oh, dude. And just the rest of the band, too. They're all just doing their snaps, really vibing with the piece as much as she is. It's just the focus is on her. But, dude, it's just so well done.
A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back.
Yeah.
They're gonna rip it off.
Again, just absolute vocal control here.
Me back. They're gonna rip it off.
Oh my gosh.
Taking their time right behind my back.
Time. Really big on these vowels here too. And just the fact that they are so big creates so much contrast with what we've already come to expect so far, which fits perfectly in the genre of music, because we're starting off really small with just the double bass. And then she turns around and we get this really small type of sound from her. And then all of a sudden we get this really big vowel without really going too far outside of our dynamic, our volume. So to create a really big vowel, but not create a really loud sound with it, while the rest of the band is just jiving, just kind of vibing with her groove. There's just, oh my gosh, I love that contrast.
Taking it time right behind my back.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm talking to myself at night.
Her voice is just ever so constricted there to create that really light, airy sensation. And you can kind of vibe. Aw, dude.
And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't.
Oh, dude, just let's listen to that again.
And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget.
Dude, it's just remarkable, man. Her incredible vocal control and precise constriction of what it is that she wants to execute. Ugh. And look at her face. Look at how she's emoting this musical phrase, because it's not just what you're doing internally in performance that matters, because it absolutely does in terms of your vocal technique and your ability to execute the music well. But if you can portray everything that you're experiencing through your own music, through the expression on your face too, and just keep this level of seduction and charisma and this air of mystery just completely sheathed around you. Oh, dude, this is an absolutely captivating performance, and we're not even 30 seconds in.
And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget.
Just her eyes wandering around. It's just so mysterious. I love it.
Talking to myself at night because I can't forget.
Yeah. Again, that gentle taper slide down really well within the style.
Myself at night because I can't forget.
Oh, that growth. Oh, yeah, dude.
Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette.
Oh my gosh, just that control on the vibrato on Rhett. Cigarette. Dude, the level of not just vocal control, but you can tell she really sat down with this piece. She understood what the musical context for it was and said, this is where I'm going to add this kind of accent. This is where I'm going to add some glottals. So adding a certain glottal could add a very specific effect within a musical sentence. Even though it's very minor and would more or less contribute to the subconscious feel of the piece, it's definitely a textural sensation. So the fact that she has so much precision in everything that she's doing, even though it feels so relaxed and just so loose, it's so well polished and refined, and it's just so dazzling.
Through my mind behind a cigarette.
Woo!
And the message coming from my eyes says leave it alone.
Oh, and that grit in her voice says, dude, it's just so powerful.
From my eyes says leave it alone.
And just the band in the back just really digging into that dragged groove, dude.
Leave it
Wow. Dude, these instruments are just so great. Yeah.
Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it.
Dude, just her ability to glissando or slide up to that note and have so much control. They immediately come back in right in the center of the pitch, in the key. So much vocal control, it's mind-blowing right here.
Ritz Hotel, everyone knows about it.
Woo!
Yeah, from the Queen of England to the hounds of hell.
Hell. Dude, her ornaments, her accents, the way that she just carries each note, dude, it's just remarkable. It really is.
Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And I catch you coming round.
Oh, it's so bright here. And I get you get instead of get. Dude, her ability to play with all of these dark sounds and immediately go into these extraordinary bright sounds, bright vowels, and just have certain cadences devoted to darker vowels, to bright vowels, to maybe a mix of both depending on what's being sung and what the context of the sentence is. But just her ability to play with all of these textures but have so much control of them where they don't sound like they're out of place by any means, because it's very easy to take a musical line and want to play with a lot of different textures, but failing to do so because they just don't work together, they don't mesh together. It's very difficult to make this type of vocalized sound as audibly pleasing as it does, and she's doing a superb job controlling it. And there's just that restriction in her voice too when she does that, and it just adds so much more flair, so much more intrigue. Like, I wouldn't recommend doing that classically on an opera stage, but right here in this type of music, oh dude, I'm getting shivers. It's so good. Dude, her vocal texture is... I can't comment on this enough. It's so well defined.
And that ain't what you wanna hear, but that's what I'll do.
Duh. Like, obviously the word is do. You would either have an open O, do, or do, and she did none of that, just da. And it just has so much flair and so much seduction behind it. I really can't. I'm having such a difficult time expressing this felicity. It's just, this entire piece is just so dazzling.
That's what I'll do.
Ah ha ha. Yeah, and her scatting here. Like, typically, I feel when most people think of scatting, you think of really quick, really rapid staccato vocalized notes. Or something like that, you know? But here, this is still scatting. Just having these words that aren't really even words, just sound effects, just kind of flowing with whatever's happening in the orchestrated music. And while she's doing that, just the rest of the group is just really flowing into their groove in the piano, in the very smooth brushes on the snare for the drums and the cymbals, and the bass just vibing, and the double bass just vibing with that, and the real drag coming in from the wind section. It's just so... Just every single piece of this arrangement, from the vocalist to every unique instrumentalist, it's just coming together for this audibly pleasing, masterful performance. Stellar job, and we're not even halfway done. Dude, her slides are just nuts. And that key change, dude. Just seamlessly went into that. Woo! I love this. I love this so much. You just really get a feel of the type of music. We're finally getting the attention off of the main leading vocalist onto the band, specifically this trombonist who, again, like I was mentioning before, has this mute over it to create this very specific embouchure, this very specific sound. And he's contributing to both the generating momentum of the piece, yet still maintaining this musical drag. And even though our focus is off of the leading vocalist, we're still getting this sexy sound from the band in and of itself. And speaking of the leading vocalist, just the fact that she's turning and giving her attention to him as well, instead of just trying to keep the attention on her, she's giving credit to the band because the band is absolutely responsible for the way that this piece sounds as well. And the fact that she's still in the character, that she's still creating this sexy vibe with the piece by just swaying her hips ever so gently and allowing her body to turn, not completely turn to her back towards the audience, but just turning enough that we are focusing on the band. It's absolutely crucial. Oftentimes in stage performances, you'll often hear the term cheating outward, where two characters, if this is the front side of a person and this is their back, and I'm looking at you, my audience, oftentimes if you see two people having a conversation in real life, it's this, where you would see the sides of those people and those people would be having a conversation. But in a stage performance, you would have the conversation happen like this, where they're cheating outward and their bodies are facing towards the audience, so you can really engage with the character in and of themselves, but it still looks like both of those people are interacting with each other. So in this particular instance, the fact that her body is still just a little bit turned towards the camera so we can still engage with her as a vocalist, the fact that we are still engaging with her, but the actual band where it's due in this section is so well done. Not a single part of this frame feels like we're really missing out on the energy of the piece. Every single artist is within the style. You feel every single artist just completely immersed in what it is that they're producing. And I love it when every musician is on the same page, all contributing to the main goal, the main cause, which is to create a very specific sound, style. And it's so well done, dude.
Far from this album.
Far. Ah, dude, her vibrato is so lovely and consistent.
Far from this arbor forevermore, I'm gonna work the straw. I'm gonna work the straw. Or make the sweat drip out of every pore. And I'm bleeding.
Oh, that crescendo into that grit in her voice. Oh, and, so.
Every pore. Or make the sweat drip out of every pore. And I'm bleeding.
Oh! Oh, dude.
All the words are gonna be from me, and I will sing no more.
She's just so perfectly in the key as she's doing this. Even though she's having these gentle slides and tapers, she's still so dead in the pitch. It's mind-blowing, this vocal control. And just what she's doing with her body here. She's doing exactly what the music is doing, where she's just pushing it outward ever so gently. Yeah, dude. Something I just love about this so much is just the fact that the band and the leading vocalist never lost touch with each other. Whenever she grew, they grew. Whenever they grew, she grew. Whenever she diminished, they diminished. Vice versa. It's just... everybody is so in sync with each other in terms of the aesthetic of the piece, in terms of, not just in terms of the notes being played, but in terms of the aesthetic of the piece, in terms of the momentum of the piece, where the piece is going. And they're just so in sync. It's, oh my gosh, it feels like these people have known each other their whole lives. And a great in the background. Ah, oh, dude, just... No. That was... When I went into this, I figured I'd be in for a nice treat of some 20s style music, of a song that I already really enjoy. I didn't know how they were going to approach it. I didn't know how well they would engage with the style. But man, I was not expecting something of that caliber. That was... I still have chills. Oh my gosh. That was just stunning, dazzling. I'm transfixed. I really just don't even know how to express how I feel about this, aside from obviously going down this rabbit hole. Amazing job, Postmodern. Amazing job. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't like it, please leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments below. I do read all of the comments, even if I may not heart or reply to all of them, so please just know that your comments do not go unnoticed, and I do take them into further consideration as I make future videos. My live streams are currently Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so if you guys would like to ask me any questions about myself or the channel, you are more than welcome to do so, and I do leave all of the live streams up on YouTube, so feel free to check those out as well. I am currently still developing my Patreon, and I am making a lot of content for it, and I'm sure it'll be worth it when it finally launches. I can't express to you how much it means to me that you guys are here. It really does mean a lot to me, and I can't wait to see all of you in the next video. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.